y'all, this is Jessica with Casa Magnolia, and today I'm going to be showing you a really awesome Dollar Tree pumpkin wreath DIY. This video is part of the DIY and Decor challenge hosted by the DIY Mommy. So thank you, Christina, for hosting this challenge, and I'm so excited to show you guys what I came up with. So first, I'll tell you that this year, especially for early fall, I'm trying to go with a couple of different colors. So I'm playing off of my blue and whites, which if you've been on my channel for a hot second, you'll know that I am obsessed with like blue and white ginger jars and blue and white plates and just blue and white everything. So that's kind of what my look is going for this year, and I know it's different. It's not everybody's jam. If it's not yours, that's fine. We can just move along from it, but it's different, so it might be fun to try for some people. So I've been seeing all over my Pinterest feed about people taking their pumpkins or faux pumpkins, painting them white, and then putting blue designs on it to have that kind of chinoiserie look. And then I saw somebody on Instagram that is taking these big wooden pumpkins, painting them, and then they're kind of like door hangers and stuff, but they're still that like blue and white chinoiserie look, which I thought was so cool. So I wanted to do that for myself, but I didn't want it to be super pricey, and I found all of these great signs at the Dollar Tree. Now there are two different ones that I picked out from their website. One is bigger than the one that I actually got, but my Dollar Tree didn't have that, and you have to order like 24 online, so I definitely wasn't going to do that. But I got this one. It's a little smaller, so just keep that in mind. If you can find the other ones at your Dollar Tree, they're going to be a little bit bigger. But the one I got has this kind of thankful chalkboard look to it, which was fine, but like I said, I'm doing different colors this year, so it wasn't really my vibe for this year. So the first thing I did was remove the rope from the top. That's what hangs the pumpkin. I saved mine to use, but if you wanted to use something else to hold yours up, that's fine too. I removed the little raffia bow because I'm gonna do my own later, and then you might have to scrape some of the hot glue off. And then I also removed the leaf. You don't have to do this if you're only using one side of your pumpkin. I'm actually priming and painting both sides, and I bought two, so I'm gonna have 4 different pumpkins that I can use, so I can flip it over. If you wanted to do like a harvest look on one side and a Halloween look on one side, that would be really good too. But I just wanted to make every use of my whole $1. So I'm doing both sides, and I needed to take off the leaf to do that. I primed both sides of my pumpkin with a spray primer. This took about 2 to 3 coats, but it dries really quickly. And then it was time for me to come up with my design. So I looked all over Pinterest and all over Google Images, and I even looked up the tag on Instagram, chinoiserie pumpkins, blue and white pumpkins. So kind of go with that vibe. And there are a ton of different designs that you can do. I found one that had a monogram, which is what I decided to do for my front porch. So I did a G in the middle for our last name with the circle around it, and then kind of divided it up into different sections. So after your primer is dry and you found your design that you want to do, you can kind of start sketching it out with pencil. Look, I am not an artist by any means, like by any means. So what I did really like about this is that kind of the messier the better. Don't get crazy with it, but you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be perfect to look great. It can kind of be a little bit messy, and you'll see when I'm brushing too, I did a little bit of a dry brush part, especially for the brighter blue. It kind of gave it a little more texture and interest than just doing perfect paint lines. I just used a craft brush that we had at the house. Like I said, I'm not an artist, so I was kind of scrounging up to find some craft supplies, and then I got to painting my pumpkins. Opposite with the bright blue, so that again you could see through to the undercoat and just give it a little bit more dimension. I tried to do some like dry brush in sections, especially as like swooping areas, because I think that added more interest. And then with the bright blue too, I did something different. All of my dots, I used the end hard part of the brush handle totally blanked on what that was called for a second. So I used the end of the brush handle, and that made the dots look a lot better than when I used the brush and just swirled it around. And that's how my pumpkin turned out. It's not actually a wreath, it's kind of like a door hanger. I put it inside of my magnolia wreath that I bought at Target a couple years ago, and I'm pairing it with mums that are more of that purpley and pinky color to bounce off of the bright blue. I hope you guys like seeing my DIY Dollar Tree Chinoiserie pumpkin door hanger. I had a lot of fun making this. I know it's different. Like I said, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really like it. I'm really into it, and I'm loving the colors that I'm doing this year. I think they're perfect, especially for September and early fall. So thank you again to the DIY Mommy for hosting this challenge. I can't wait to watch everybody else's video. I'll link to the playlist below so that you can check out everyone else's videos in DIY and decor for fall. Make sure that you come back next Wednesday so you can see the rest of my fall porch reveal. And next Friday, 1 week from today, I'm going to be showing 3 other designs for these Dollar Tree pumpkins that are totally different. One is even Pottery Barn inspired, so make sure you subscribe because you're not going to want to miss it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.